On today's episode of Vegan Cooking with Bobby and Brent,
we're gonna be making this banana, vanilla, walnut, spinach smoothie, or as I like to call, the Spinach Spectacular.
next on Now You Know.
Okay, Brent, so what are we doing today?
I feel like that's a question better meant for you. This is your specialty we're bringing in here today.
Yeah, I haven't actually made anything yet. It's been all you.
And this is kind of funny because this is a cooking show, but we're not actually cooking anything today, are we?
No, we're actually.
What are we doing?
We're making a smoothie today, and
Smoothie?
this is the smoothie that I invented, or I should really give the credit to my mother.
Is that Mama
Julianne,
Breaks?
Mama Breaks. She
Yeah.
kind of created this little contraption here, concoction.
Yes, it's a zany action. It's a crazy contraption. The
Yeah.
buzz catching.
I like that.
It's mousetrap.
Okay, so we also, just a little fun fact today, we have these compostable straws.
Yes.
Because save the turtles.
Save the turtles, save the earth, save the world.
Save the world, save everything. Now, Brent, I personally like to use stainless steel straws.
That's cool. I have some glass ones at home that I like to use.
That's pretty cool, glass.
Yeah, maybe we'll throw some links in the description if you guys want to check some of those out yourself. Get some for yourselves.
Yeah, because you don't want to be using plastic straws.
Yeah, all the disposable stuff. Try to get rid of as many disposable plastic things as possible in our lives, you know?
All right, so shall we get into the ingredients?
Yeah, let's show everyone what they're going to need to make this smoothie.
Bananas, spinach, almond milk or vegan milk of choice, optional protein powder, walnuts, ice.
All right, so we just saw our ingredients we're gonna need. Looks pretty simple.
It is pretty simple.
So, what's step one?
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in our ice.
Okay, sounds good. Let's grab our ice.
Woo! The great
Yeah.
thing about smoothies is that if the consistency isn't right when you're done, you can always add more of different ingredients to kind of fix it, if you will. So we're just gonna kind of eyeball this and throw things in the way we think it looks good. I like about this much ice in my smoothie, especially.
How much is that?
Well, it's about a third of the cup.
Okay.
So about a third or a quarter.
Yeah, it looks to be about maybe like 6 cubes
six
there.
cubes of ice. So let's pour that in. And I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna act as if we're doing 2 cups here, which we are.
Yeah.
So we'll put about that much in for you too.
Cool.
Okay, so that's looking like a pretty good amount of ice, right?
Cool. Yeah, shake it up. There we go.
Okay, shaking it up.
Shake it up.
Shake it up. Okay, next we're going to put in our banana.
Okay, cool.
So how
Any
much?
particular way you like to do this?
Well-
you just throw the whole thing in there, you break it up into chunks. What
I'll
we
show
doing?
you how I do this.
Yeah, show me.
Are you ready? This is how I do the banana.
Okay.
So I take my banana, I snap it in half.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm
You just
changing it up.
you broke the banana.
Changing it up, Brent. You break the banana before you eat the banana. So
Okay.
the reason I do this is because I like to use the whole banana. So
Yeah.
I try to get that whole top.
Ooh,
in
there you go.
And then I try to get the whole top bottom in there too.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's just a different way of doing it. How do you break bananas, Brent? Or are you gonna break it
Give
my
me a
way?
break.
It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, I thought it would just snap. I'm
No.
like, oh, I'm just gonna casually snap
You gotta
it.
break it and pull at the same time.
Yeah, you
gotta
gotta-
go. Bah,
you gotta Hulk it out.
You gotta Hulk out. There you go. So next, what we're going to do is
Okay.
we're going to add our almond milk.
Ooh, we're gonna go liquids now. Okay.
Yeah. So I get unsweetened almond milk. There are many different options. You can get sweetened. You can get vanilla almond milk.
I'm personally like a soy milk guy myself.
Brent likes soy milk.
I like soy milk.
Different kinds of milks.
I like almond milk too, don't get me wrong. I usually get soy milk at home, so
soy milk, rice milk. Lots of different.
I don't
kinds
like
of milk.
rice milk.
I
But if you
love-
like rice milk, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't understand why you would.
I like rice milk.
It's
I could
so,
explain it to
It's
you.
so watery though.
That's why I like it. I'm gonna fill up basically 2 cups of this milk, and I'm gonna pour it in. Oh, that's looking like a lot.
Okay.
So maybe I'll do a little bit more, maybe like half a cup more.
Okay.
Not too much. It's actually looking already pretty milky.
Alrighty.
So let's put that in there. That's looking really milky.
Yeah, so we're using a Ninja blender today. I have a Blendtec at home personally.
I have a NutriBullet, which I really like. It really grinds it up. It's pretty small. We have our milk and we have our bananas. You know, Brent, it's looking like we might need a little more ice.
Okay, let's throw some more ice in
Pour a
there.
little more ice in. I'm actually gonna go for most of the ice we have. That's looking pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so next step, we're going to add Vega 1 all-in-one shake powder.
Well, what is that all about?
Okay, Brent. So this is basically a protein powder, if you will, for shakes.
Okay.
Vanilla flavored. The reason I like to use this or something like this is basically to add vanilla flavoring to this smoothie.
This concoction.
And in this case, it's actually very healthy plant-based version. So we actually have our omega-3s in this, antioxidants, probiotics, protein.
Wow, a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. So this sounds like it would make a real nice breakfast. Or start your day off right.
So Brent, can you guess what our next step is?
Spinach maybe?
Spinach.
Yeah.
You're correct. So I love spinach. Got a lot of protein.
Yes.
And contrary to what most people think, spinach is actually really good in a smoothie.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, oh, it's spinach, like Popeye in a smoothie.
You don't put vegetables in a smoothie. What's wrong with you?
Well, Brent, actually, what's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
I know that you're just playing
There's a lot of things wrong with me, but we're not going to get into it today.
True. I know that you're just playing the role of the person, the common person who doesn't believe
The common folk, the plebeian,
peasants.
the plebeian,
But, you know,
the proletariat.
I'm going to say to you, and you can relay to them,
Okay.
it's actually really not that bad. Spinach actually doesn't really have too much of a taste in a smoothie. It just kind of makes it turn green. But what happens is when you blend it, it kind of rips all that nutrients out of the spinach leaves, and you get a really nutritious smoothie. So, I mean, I love spinach, so I'm gonna do a good handful.
Yeah, dude. I want a great handful.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're gonna put this aside for just a minute, and we're gonna take our walnuts.
Ooh.
Now, Brent, this is our ingredient of the day today.
Ooh.
Walnuts.
Look at that. Looks like a brain.
These are organic walnuts, and they're actually really good brain food.
Yeah.
That's what, if you.
Is that why they're shaped like that?
That is why they're shaped like that. They're shaped like a brain
Makes sense.
because they're good brain food.
Exactly. That's good marketing.
Right,
Whoever's
it is.
behind walnuts did a great job.
Good job, guys.
Walnuts are a great source of omega-3s. They're also very high in potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium. And did you know that walnuts are the oldest known tree food? They date back to 10,000 BC.
So Brent, what I like to do with the walnuts is I like to take a few, maybe like a handful.
Sure.
And we'll put them aside. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically kind of grind them up or chop them up, and we'll put them over our smoothie.
Ooh, that sounds really fancy.
So why don't we grab another little cutting board here.
Cool.
We'll put those on there. And let's chop those up now while we're talking about it.
Okay,
So
any
I'll
particular way you like to do that?
Well, I mean,
We're actually gonna physically chop them?
Oh yeah. Now, the way that I like to chop up walnuts is make sure that you're not,
Cutting your fingers
chopping into it. Make sure you're not cutting your fingers off, first of all. But walnuts
Step
kind
one.
of fly around everywhere, so I like to go slow to keep
Interesting.
them from kind of flying in my eyes.
See, if I were doing this at home, I would think what I would do is grab I don't know, something with a blunt end and kind of smash
it down.
crunch it up.
Well, I like to leave them in pretty big chunks. So
Okay.
I only like to do it about this much.
Okay.
And then I'll put that on top.
Oh, fair enough.
But
Cool.
if you want to split it in half and do a little bit
No,
smaller chunks.
you're guiding me today, Bobby. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do this the Bobby way.
Kind of the beauty of this, you can kind of do it however you want, really, in your own little special way.
Time to blend it.
Yeah,
What
so-
a blend.
So let's basically, we apologize for not giving you guys exact measurements, but it obviously depends on your blender and how much of each ingredient you like. So we're going to try this and see how the consistency comes out, and we'll give it a quick little taste, and we'll see if we can add anything else to kind of spruce it up a little bit.
Cool.
So let's shut the top here, and we'll bring it over to our blender thing.
3, 2, 1. Blend it! Yeah. So satisfying. Yeah, it is.
All right, so we just poured our first glasses, and I think it's ready for our walnuts.
Right, I almost forgot about the walnuts.
Now, Brent, I will say there are chopped walnuts in here. I'm kind of scared that these walnuts are actually going to sink.
Okay.
So I think that maybe doing it your way actually is going to be the right call here.
To really bust it up.
Bust it up.
Okay, I was wondering too, because these are normal sized straw. These are big chunks. I'm like, how are we gonna?
We're not going to get them in there.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
So let's chop them up the way you would do it. So
Okay.
how would you crush these guys?
See, let me think. Yeah, I would even maybe use something like, I literally almost just grabbed this rock. Let's take this rock, smash it. Ah, hell yeah, there we go. Bouse. We got a nice meat hammer here. We got a rock, a nice smooth rock. You can find these, pretty much anywhere. Outside, the woods.
At the beach. I say we go with the meat tenderizer just because of the irony.
Yeah, I know, right? Ha ha ha! We foiled you by using your tool for something other than what it's meant for.
Ha ha ha, dead cows.
Yeah, oh, sad.
I'm kind of scared that they're going to fly all over the place, but just go for it. See what happens.
Yeah.
Now this is the messy way to do it. If you want to be cleaner, you could just throw them in the blender.
You can throw a dish towel over it.
Oh. Ooh, that's smart. Yeah, to give it the old pillow over the head tap first.
We have our towel.
Yes.
Put it on top.
So it doesn't have to see its demise coming.
See, if you don't want to be too brutal and you don't like violence, you can just pretend nothing's happening. Pretend you're squishing nothing.
And just for funsies, let's get the rock involved.
Yeah, why not?
So I feel like we've sufficiently murdered these walnuts.
I feel like we've sufficiently, like, powdered them.
Yeah. That is like straight up crumble, my friend.
Well, I think that's looking really good, Brent. I like your idea here.
Here we are. We're back. We're back. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here.
Guys.
Clear out.
Let's just say stay till the end of the video if you want to see what just happened.
Yeah, what just transpired.
So
it's good stuff.
But anyway, back to it.
Yeah. So we got to grade this out, Bobby. So as you guys know by this point, we have a few different grades we got to give out. First of all, healthiness.
Healthiness. I'm gonna say A on this one.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna come down to A too. I mean, there's really not a whole lot in here that isn't good for you. So next, cleanup.
Well,
so long as you don't do what Bobby just did before we cut the cameras real quick, the cleanup shouldn't be too bad. You just gotta clean your blender. So I'm gonna go A.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A too.
Okay.
Depending on whether or not you're
there's some volatility to this grade. It's either an A or an F minus, depending on what you do. Cost.
Well, let's see. You're seeing how much it costed right here.
Yep.
That's not too bad. You can get a pretty good amount of smoothies out of that.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing that is really expensive is the protein powder.
Right, but if you buy your protein powder in bulk, rather than a smaller one like we did for today, then it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So
you also don't have to use the protein powder.
True.
So that can make it a lot cheaper if you just look.
That is optional. First, you don't need to have that for this necessarily.
Yeah.
So for costs, I'm going to go B.
I'm gonna go B as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then finally, the most important one, the taste.
Taste.
Let's try this out.
I'm excited, Brent.
That's solid. That is a really good smoothie.
On whether or not you like the walnuts, but
I love the walnuts.
I want to hear your opinion first. I'm gonna be
okay. So for taste, I'm gonna go A.
Wow.
I like it a lot.
I passed the test, guys.
Yeah, I like the walnuts. It's interesting for a smoothie because usually, smoothies are generally pretty smooth. I know that sounds like a really bad joke or like that I'm making fun of your thing.
This is a chunky, not a smoothie.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly smooth, but you got those little itty bits of walnut in there. I like it, adding a little bit of texture or something to the smoothie.
Cool.
I'm not used to that, but I kind of like it. It almost reminds me, not in exactly the same way, but sort of like a boba tea or something like that.
Yeah.
We get the bubbles in there, but in this case, it's not bubbles. You get little bits of walnut. Yeah. It's kind of cool. I like it.
I really like that comparison, actually. That's an interesting comparison. I am biased. This is my favorite thing to make for breakfast. So I'm going to say A.
Especially for breakfast thing, because if you're not yapping at a camera for 20 minutes like we were, you can throw this together in a couple of minutes.
Doesn't take long.
Throw a bunch of crap in a blender, hit the button, let it go for a little bit.
Toss it on. Yep, that's
then
it.
you pour it in your glass, running out the door. All right, guys. So I think we did it.
Are you gonna?
Good job, Bobby.
You gonna use the gavel here?
I think we have a successful recipe.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Good job, Bobby.
Hey, well, it's
first time bringing something to the show, and it turned out really good.
You gotta thank my mom. So.
Thanks, Mama Briggs.
Thank you. She created this recipe.
Thank you.
So. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We made it through once again.
We did it. Another day, another dollar.
This one was pretty close, though. We came close this time.
Yeah, this one, it almost completely fell off the tracks.
Oof, you'll see it in just a minute.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Now you know.
Maybe we'll move this out of the way.
Oh! Oh! No!
Oh my God!
This is why we wear aprons. Thank God we have more. Sorry, Maggie. Okay.
You'll have to try some of the next one.
You know, Zach, I really gotta hand it to you on the apron decision because I have brand new pants on and a brand new shirt, and the apron caught all of it. Wow. I mean, I am gonna have to take the apron off now.
End plate.
That was such a classic Bobby thing right there.